until you get the game action for them to finally understand the system and chemistry with Keith Price and everything too, or you already starting to pretty much see that, especially with strength out, you're already seeing that pretty well too.
Yeah, they are. In every rep they get with Keith, they're getting more confidence. Even with Siler, he's playing really well. They're keeping the rhythm with both those guys, so they're doing a great job. They really are. They're all three working hard, just paying off.
Seen that Roskins work with punt returns too. Is there doing kick returns or just punt returns?
He'll be. I think they're still shuffling guys around. They're going to find a spot for him to return the ball, but we're going to try some guys out, see who the best guy is, and who can trust back there on game day. And they're still. I'm sure Coach Nance will get guys around and get the right guys out there.
How imperative is it for this team to develop that number 3 option besides ASJ and Kiesau and Williams for someone to be able to step up and take the pressure off of those guys as a number 3 target, even number 4 target?
Yeah, I think it's pretty important to have that guy. I think we're fortunate to maybe have 4 or 5 guys. This is a pretty deep group that we got right now. Just got to keep them healthy and keep learning. I'm excited about all of them. So you got 4 or 5 wideouts that are playing well, and then you add ASJ and some of the other guys around. It really helps keep and the O-line out a lot.
Can you talk about Antavius Sims and kind of what his role is for the team? Obviously, he's been here now for a couple of years, but he hasn't really had that breakthrough season. What is his role going to be this year?
He is really kind of our utility guy. He's done a great job. His problem in the past he was inconsistent, and he's really gotten consistent through camp. It's almost like he's got a little chip on his shoulder, and he wants to say, "All right, coach, every ball comes that way, I'm going to catch it just to prove you wrong." And I've told him that. I love that about you. But he's making plays, he's catching the ball, he's doing well, he's active on special teams. So he'll be able to help us out in some role. What capacity, we're still trying to figure that out.
Are you getting to a point where you're at least somewhat confident that if Kiesau Williams actually go down, you have guys who can go in and fill in their spots if that happens?
No question. No question. And just as the group continues to develop, that number will get deeper and deeper. We got a good, strong room right now. We really do. It's very competitive, even through camp. You guys know it's like there'd be a set of 3 receivers with the ones one day, and then the next day we'd have a new set of 3s with the ones. I was moving guys around intentionally. Say, if you have a good practice and you do well, I'm going to find a way on the field. If you drop balls and don't do well, I got to move you down. That creates that culture of competition. So that room right now, they know every rep, every snap, every meeting, everything we do, they're competing, and they got to stay at a high level and maintain a high level to be on the field.
Is Kendall Taylor kind of that wing-back, running back, but you can also spin him out as wide receiver? Is he kind of competing with John Ross and Jadon for that kind of slot, X role kind of thing?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
He's kind of more in the Octavius Sims category. He's more of a utility guy. He can play all positions at receiver. We can put him a running back. So he's doing a good job as well. His role is just a little bit different than these other guys. But he's doing well. He's come along. The last 2 practices have been really good, and I'm very fired up in his progression. I think you'll see him get better because he was one of those guys that was dropping down, and then when we started naming who's going to play where, he got a little competitive, and his last 2 practices were really good. So it's kind of a neat deal. So I always tell guys, I'm not looking for 1 or 2 starters. I told my guys, I'm looking for 6 or 7 guys. Because the way we go no huddle and guys rotate on, you need 6 or 7 guys. You can't rely on 1 or 2. You can't. It'd be silly in this offense. You got to have 6 or 7. So that's kind of my goal, is to keep developing 6 or 7 guys.
That's what I'm just going to ask. But there's a lot of options out there, even with Campbell and Jalen Mickens and Kiesau and ASJ. But with the up-tempo offense you guys are running, is it realistic, and should we expect to see a lot of action from these 3 freshman wide receivers you guys brought in? We just talk about Ross, Daniels, and Stringfellow.
Yeah. Whatever we got to over the next couple of days here is figure out what they can handle mentally, and then make sure they can go out and do it on Saturday because.